Hello and welcome to my channel. Here's the share code to this Lancia 037 Stradale. You got it? Great. Let's get into this. Let's talk about this car. At first, I didn't want this car. I didn't think it would be any good. I watched somebody's stream last night on Twitch, and I was like, I don't know if I want this car. But then again, I was having trouble sleeping last night. I said, you know what? I'm going to get the car, mess around with it, and see what happens. But let me tell you guys and girls, I fell in love. She's an absolute beast, a beautiful monster. Oh my goodness, absolutely gorgeous. And I can't wait to show you guys what I've done to this thing. So let's get into it. It's got 774 horsepower. Now, could it have more power? Absolutely. What car, wouldn't benefit from more power? But the other way, it's fine, actually, as it is. Now, I did try this other engine as well. You do lose 60 horsepower, but you gain close to 40 foot-pounds of torque. But it was just a little mediocre, and I just realized that you need a high-revving, high-powered, high-horsepower engine to really make this thing scoot along. And yeah, she's perfect. Yeah, she's just excellent. So I have the all-wheel drive drivetrain in there, twin turbo. All right. And then here I've got some things on here and some things taken off just to make it as light as possible as well. So this is your lightest options to go with. Remove the rear wing, leave the stock bumper, and leave the don't put the mud flaps on, and then the street hood. Now you can go with the chrome option, but I decided to go with the the black option. Just looks good with the other bits of the car, so that's why I went that route. Okay, and then there's also this, but yeah, you're only like saving 2 pounds, so it isn't much. It isn't much for cutting a couple holes into the car. No, not this thing. I was going to show that. This thing is just odd here. I just think that you should be able to save some weight for taking off the rear bumper, because I'm pretty sure that's a heavy rear bumper. This car is from 1982. All right, I would say that thing is made of metal. All right. Just saying, I would think you'd be saving some weight if you took that off. So that's just the minor that I've seen. I have a snow tire compound on here. Now the stock tire is actually grippier by 0.2. Not much grippier, but it's still grippier. So I went with the snow tire compound. Stock width in the front, stock width in the rear to maximize that drift. We also have the TC105 ends in the sport rim. Regular 16s for both the front and the rear. You can get up to 20-inch rims on this. And actually, it doesn't look that bad with them on there. But then again, we're here to save weight. All right, now here we got the front track width as stock, but the rear is maxed out. And I'm going to show you guys why. Look at my handling. You got speed, handling, acceleration. Watch the handling. Went up to a 4.5, 4.4, 4.5. I want the lowest number possible on the handling line. So that's why I went that way. Well, here, if I go back to the other one right here, as you can tell, see, if I go to the front, bring it up just that one, it goes right up to 4.5. We don't want that. Well, I don't want that. You got a stock transmission, only because the 4-speed, it doesn't save any weight, which is surprising. You got a race drive line that is carbon fibered, and a drift differential. You got race brakes, drift springs, anti-roll bars for the front and the rear. No roll cage, doesn't need it. Plus, all that adds weight, as you can tell right there. Okay. We do have a race weight reduction. I don't know where we saved nearly 400 pounds on this car. I'd like to know where, you know, but it is what it is. And then your engine options are limited. You don't have to buy too much stuff to get this thing fully upgraded. All the way through. Make sure you guys everything else that I've done to this thing. Well, Car Mastery I haven't touched. But they do give you that option to say, hey, we know you're going to go sideways with this car. So we're going to give you a perk for it. Now let's look at the tune. Let me show you guys what I've done to it. And it's amazing it has a top speed, because once you see the alignment, you're like, wow. Usually that all goes failed. But it is what it is. So to maximize our drift, we did 55 and 55. Here's my gearing, all right? So your primaries are first, second, third, and fourth, all right? Now you can use, you know, fifth and sixth as well. Usually by sixth gear, it's going to rope out as you're going sideways. But she slides for days, I'm telling you guys. Now here's my alignment. It's not a straight build, but it has a top speed, which is oddly weird. But yeah, she drifts for days. For days. Absolutely gorgeous. She's just smooth as butter. Either way, 48, 49, 46, 49, and a 7-degree front caster. You got anti-roll bars there, but they're pretty much just there for show, so take them down to 1 and 1. Springs are maxed out just to maximize that slide. All right, it's like skipping a stone across water or concrete, however you want to look at it. And then the ride height is actually, I raised it all the way up. And it actually does better raised all the way up than being all the way low. So there was that. Dampening is also different. Usually, if you guys have seen, it's usually 20, 1, 20, and 20, but not this one. It's 1, 1, and 20, and 20. So it is a little different. The rebound is soft, and the bump stiffness is stiff. So there's that difference. It all works out perfectly. There is no downforce to worry about. Brakes are just stock, 15, 100 for you. And then differential is what I usually run, 76, 86, 97, 97, with 86% of the power going to the rear wheels. And it all works in harmony. I love this 37 Stradale. I do. So let me take her outside. But I do have a clip of her drifting. So looking forward to showing you that. Right out of the gate, definitely gets sideways easily, no problem. So we have a dust storm coming in, which is just odd that the dust storm never makes it to the actual, center here. But yeah, super smooth, has no problem sliding, no problem whatsoever. Just slides for days. She's absolutely gorgeous. If I had this car outside my house, I wouldn't even be making this video. I'd be out there driving it. I'd be out there drifting in a parking lot. I'd be taking some crazy back roads. Just, pulling every single horsepower out of this engine and just having at it. I'd take this on the that road. What is it in North Carolina? The Dragon? Yeah, I'd be taking it there. Oh, it would be a blast there. Either way, let me show you guys what I was able to get with this thing. Really close to the wall. A little off, that's not a big deal. 44. Absolutely beautiful. As you can tell, my best is a 45. I'm only 1,600 off of my best. Super smooth. I was like, whoa. Whoa. Here, I stay on the road. Doesn't even pull 43 forward. Fantastic. Yeah, this thing's absolutely gorgeous. I recommend every one of you guys to definitely check out this car. Apparently, that thing failed, that's normal. If I can just get right back to there, I can just look at that. But yeah, absolutely a beautiful machine. I hope you guys get this car. I know you're going to fall in love with it as much as I have. I was just totally blown away by just how great this car is. So I saw one of my friends drifting online with it, and he was struggling a little bit on his side, and I was like, well, I don't know if I want to get this car. 'Cause I don't even know if anybody's going to ask me for this car. Nobody did. Either way, but I just couldn't sleep last night, so I went on and I grinded and got the car, and once I started tuning it and taking it outside and test driving, I'm like, whoa, whoa, this thing's amazing. Well, anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you get this car. And if you do like the car, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you guys. But hey, until next time, stay sideways, my friends.